We can't live in a world in which nothing bad happens. Each time we choose to accept and manage a risk, we do it believing that we know enough about it to control it. We trust that our people and our processes will be able to manage it. But thinking that you have full control is an illusion. That's why recognizing hazards and eliminating them rather than managing them is so important. It is also often a more effective and efficient way to do the job. But what happens when you find a hazard that can't be removed? That's when you go down through the other layers of the hierarchy of control: substitution, engineering controls, administrative controls, and finally, the use of personal protective equipment. If you can't remove the hazard, can you lower the risk by substitution? Replace solvent-based paints, which can be hazardous to the environment and people's health, with ones that are water-based. Another example is to substitute the hazard of traveling by road with traveling by train instead. The next level down is engineering controls. If substitution isn't possible, can you make sure that people are physically separated from the hazard and kept out of harm's way? The next step down is administrative controls. These are the rules and procedures and the training and information that makes people both aware of the hazards and how to avoid them. And finally, at the lowest level is PPE. It is still vitally important, but it is the least effective way of protecting people from hazards. The hierarchy of control prompts you to ask questions at every stage of your work, whether you're in an office or out in the field. And it should be applied right at the start of the design and planning stages of a job. Many incidents in our industry happen when some part of a job or the conditions change over time, or because some other activity has affected your work in an unexpected way. So a decision taken in the past to manage a risk will leave us exposed to these unknown future events. Remember, you are never completely in control. The unexpected is always possible. And as time passes, it may even become more likely. That's why caring for each other is so important. It's an antidote for risk normalization and helps us with raising and solving dilemmas. If you see risks being normalized, speak up. The other person might not see the risk anymore. Talk about your dilemmas and be interested in the dilemmas others face. Could you help resolve them? And ask yourself, is there a different way to do the job? Is it possible to eliminate a hazard by doing the work differently? Wherever you're working and whatever you're doing, show you care about the well-being of yourselves, your colleagues, and your loved ones.